Hi, we're doing a lesson today for reading and writing, and it's going to be geared towards a third grade classroom with students who are on multi-levels, and they also English language learners in the classroom. The big ideas for this lesson is identifying the story elements, and we're doing this by creating a file folder project. I'm going to talk to Vienna a little bit today about the front cover, which is what we will cover in this lesson today. The front cover of the file folder project, what do you see, Vienna?
There is a lizard, a little boy with a hat, the author and the title, some holes with a shovel in one of them, and the Newberry medal.
Okay, very good, Vienna. So with our file folder project today, we're going to be focusing on the front cover, and these are the things that I'm going to be expecting from Vienna. I'm going to be expecting a title, and in this case it was a Xerox copy from the book Holes. That's also appropriate, or if they want to design their front cover to their own liking, they can use magazines, embellishments, it's their choice, it's their project. The other big thing that we're going to cover today is the setting in the story. And what I had done for the ELL English language learner is I actually pulled some photographs that are found in Mexico to teach this vocabulary concept of the setting, like where the story takes place. So I have a farm, by the beach. These are all places that they would find in Mexico. So you can see based on the pictures, there will be some relatability for the student. And one of the expectations for the student as part of the lesson is that they will be asked, and this is adapted a little bit for the student. I do a story starter or a sentence starter for the ELL student where I have the story takes place, and they fill in the rest of the sentence. So for my example that I use, the story takes place at Camp Green Lake for the book Holes. The other question that, again, I'm using a sentence starter for the ELL student. The scene occurs, and in this case, it occurs in the 20th century. However, there are flashbacks of the 19th century. That is a little more sophisticated than what I am expecting from the student. And then down at the bottom, there will also be a picture of their choosing of a scene from the story. What we had done with Vienna is I'm going to cover the setting with her, and then we will show you what she created at the end for her front cover and her setting portion of the file folder project. So if we were to go through this, Vienna, we're going to just pick out the settings in the story, okay? Okay, so where does that part take place?
By a house or like on a porch?
On a porch, yes. And what about this setting here?
On a farm.
Excellent. So this is really a picture walk that I'm doing with Vienna at this time.
That's a fiesta.
So it's a party. Very good. So we covered some of the settings in the story. We did this through a picture walk, which is another adaptation for the ELL student. And this to kind of fast forward and show you the final result for what our student put together. This is what she did for the book Dance of the Eggshells. Do you want to talk a little bit about it, Vienna?
So for my file folder project, I made sure to include the title of the book, some things that were in the book. So I put some eggs, and then I just put some of like my flair into it, and I put some confetti and some glitter glue to make it my own.
Absolutely. So what are these eggs, special eggs, called in Mexico?
Cascarones.
Correct, cascarones. So that was a great idea. Now when we look at the setting for her, where does the story take place? The story takes place
on Libby's grandparents' farm.
Okay, and the scene occurs when?
In the beginning of the book.
Okay, and then you have a picture of what?
I drew Libby's grandparents' farm. Here is the barn. There's a little fence, the silo, and the little house.
Very good. So she completed all those components that I would have expected in this lesson. And I just want to go through the last part, which is the closure of the lesson. Vienna, with this project here and the vocabulary that you learned, what did you learn today?
I learned how to make a file folder project about a book and how each story contains a setting.
Okay, very good. So tomorrow what we're going to be working on is, again, the file folder project, but we will be discussing the characters in the story. I'd like to thank you today for watching this video. Thank you, Vienna, for participating in this as well.
Thank you.